Hello friends, welcome back. This is Sri Chhatrapati Shivaji Mahavidyalaya, Srigonda. I welcome you in the online class of SYBSc Electronic Science. In this lecture, we want to see the first point, that is crossover distortion. Crossover distortion. We know distortion means any unwanted change in the output waveform with respect to the input waveform. Any unwanted or undesired change in the output wave shape with respect to the input wave shape is called as distortion. And we have seen the harmonic distortion in case of class A power amplifiers. Now here crossover distortion occurs in case of the class B push-pull power amplifier. The harmonic distortion, which we have seen in the last sections, that occurs due to class A power amplifier, and that can be reduced using class B power amplifier. But we are seeing the large signal amplifiers. As they handle the large signals, there is the problem of distortion. The distortion in case of class B push-pull amplifier is the crossover distortion. Means there is unwanted change in output wave shape. Because we know in case of push-pull amplifier there are two transistors and there is switching of two transistors. That means when one transistor becomes on, at that time the other transistor remains off in first half cycle, whereas in the second half cycle the other transistor becomes on, at that time the first transistor becomes off. Now this creates the distortion called as crossover distortion. The crossover distortion occurs because one transistor is cutting off before other is being conducted, before the other is being conducting. म्हणजे काय की एक ट्रान्झिस्टर चालू व्हायच्या अगोदरच दुसरा ऑफ होतो, म्हणजे तिथे टाइम इंटरव्हल मध्ये गॅप पडतो. आलं का लक्षात? The base of the transistor do not turn on at 0 volt, but it turns on at 0.3 volt for germanium and 0.7 volt for silicon. We know the theory of diode. N junction becomes forward biased at 0.7 volt for a silicon diode. So there is a base emitter junction in a transistor, and that takes 0.7 volt for silicon and 0.3 volt for generally. And there is a non-linearity. Non-linearity means we know the diode characteristic. In forward bias, the characteristic of diode is not a straight line, but it is a curve, which is a non-linear curve. So the distortion is called as crossover distortion because it occurs during the time operation, crosses over from one transistor to other in the push-pull amplifier. It occurs during time operation of crosses over from one transistor to other transistor. So it is called as crossover distortion. And as we have discussed, the base emitter junction takes 0.6 volt to turn on. Now this indicates that as long as the input signal becomes plus or minus 0.6 volt, the class B push-pull amplifier will not amplify the input signal. That means there is a dead band of 0.2 volt where the output is distorted. See, during this, the second transistor is not turned on. The input junction does not remain forward biased. The base emitter junction does not become forward biased. So there is a crossover distortion. Crossover distortion for large signal input. This is the crossover distortion for large input signal. And we see that the crossover distortion is relatively less for a large input signal, and it is large. It is very noticeable when the input signal is small because the PN junction of the transistor will not be forward biased immediately by the small signal. Now let us discuss the remedy. Remedy means the solution of the problem, how to overcome the problem. The remedy to the crossover distortion problem is to provide a little forward bias for the base emitter junction of transistor Q1 and Q2. Remember, this is very important sentence. The remedy. Remedy means the solution of the problem. The remedy to the crossover distortion is to provide a little forward bias on base emitter junction of transistor Q1 and Q2. So when we provide a little forward bias on a base emitter junction, then the operation will not be class B, but it will be the class AB amplifier. That means the remedy is to use class AB amplifier rather than the class B amplifiers. So let us see the point. Class AB push-pull amplifier. So far we have seen class A power amplifier and class B power amplifier. In class A we have seen class A power amplifier with resistive load and class A power amplifier with transformer coupled load. And then we have seen class B push-pull amplifier. We have seen the push-pull amplifier. So class A push-pull, class B push-pull and complementary symmetry push-pull amplifier. Complementary symmetry class B push-pull amplifier. Now this is class AB. Class AB means the collector current flows for more than half cycle. We know in class A, collector current flows for full cycle. Full cycle of the input signal. The collector current flows means transistor remains on. In class B power amplifier, the collector current flows for half cycle of the input signal. In class AB is in between class A and class B. That is more than half cycle and less than full cycle. So why this type of push-pull amplifier is important? Because we can remove the crossover distortion. So this is the circuit diagram for class AB push-pull amplifier. So the remedy to the crossover distortion problem is to provide a little forward bias on the base of transistor Q1 and Q2. So this little forward bias means DC voltage, small DC voltage is derived by using this voltage divider of R1 and R2. Here from plus VCC we have R1 and then R2. So voltage across R2 is now given on the base of transistor Q1 and base of transistor Q2, so that they will operate in class AB mode, of operation. And the remaining circuit is same, that is there is the input coupling and output coupling transformer, there is the input device and there is output load, and here only a capacitor C1 is connected to bypass the variation in the DC component to the ground. So in this lecture we have seen the point crossover distortion, the distortion that occurs in class B push-pull amplifier, and it is large for a small signal input as compared to the large signal input. And the remedy, that is the solution to overcome the crossover distortion problem, is to apply small forward bias on the transistors Q1 and Q2 of class B power amplifier. So this changes the class B push-pull power amplifier into class AB push-pull amplifier. And we have seen the circuit diagram for class AB push-pull amplifier, in which there are again resistors R1 and R2 and a capacitor C1. This gives us the class AB push-pull amplifier. So with these words, thank you very much.